Almaty is the southern capital of Kazakhstan, a city of 1,000 colors. It is a comfortable and modern city that lives a bright, interesting life. Almaty is a major tourist center of Kazakhstan. Almost every second foreign tourist comes here. It's easy to get to Almaty. The international airport receives aircraft from 60 cities of the world. According to the world's largest travel site, TripAdvisor, the number of tourists interested in tourism in Almaty has increased by 37% over the year.
Honestly, when I was told that I would have to come to Kazakhstan to work, I imagined wild, deprived areas. I thought Almaty was an abandoned town in the middle of the desert. Right after landing, when I was off the plane, I told myself, Ben, you're such an idiot, because Almaty turned out to be a beautiful, modern and Europeanized city. It's very livable. There are lots of signs in English, very friendly and hospitable locals, nice hotels, excellent restaurants. Honestly, Almaty has everything you need to live and work. I could quite easily send back half my luggage home.
Almaty Airport is located at a maximum of 30 minutes from the city center. You can get there by taxi or public transport. In the city, there's a permanent network of bus and trolleybus routes. The road interchanges are convenient. Over 10 years, 30 of them have been built, and the public transport priority lanes on the city's main avenues significantly reduce travel time. The city also has the only underground in Kazakhstan. There are beautiful thematic stations with modern rolling stock and polite and helpful staff. For healthy life lovers, there's a network of bicycle stations called Almaty Bike. You can combine the useful with the pleasant if you rent a bicycle and get to your destination enjoying a ride in the fresh air. At the same time, on the renewed streets of Almaty, with priority for pedestrians, landscaping of whole areas, sidewalks and squares were recently carried out. The historic center of the city, known as the Golden Square, is changing its appearance. Here, places for walks are expanding. At the same time, Almaty deserves to be proud of the most advanced transport system in the Republic. With its help, you can not only freely move around the city, but easily see the attractions interesting to you. Almaty is very rich in such sites. The clearest example of this is Mount Koktebe, standing at an altitude of about 1,100 meters above sea level. A cable car leads there. On Koktebe, there's a 30-meter Ferris wheel. Tourists will be able to appreciate the beauty of the Almaty panorama. The city is particularly beautiful in the evening or at night when the darkness descends and the lights turn on. Annually, an amazing festival called the Almaty Koktebe Opera is held at Koktebe. Here you can see how after each performance, the delighted audience tirelessly applauds the orchestra directly under the blue Almaty sky. Here is the national Kazakh restaurant called Abay. Its building is built in the form of a yurt. Picturesque decorations and the taste of national cuisine are remembered by grateful visitors forever. Another attraction of Almaty is the legendary Medeo Highland Skating Rink. There are regular mass skating for all comers. Favorable natural factors provide a high quality of ice on the Medeo Rink. It also hosts cultural events. In the summer of 2017, the Star of Asia Annual International Music Festival was opened here. The festival involves the best performers from Asia. Here, the good traditions of the Asia Daosu musical contest are kept. The Star of Asia is a continentally important event, like the Sanremo and New Wave festivals.
It's like a European city now, very much so. It's obvious the citizens and the administration and everybody have been working very hard to make this into a first-class city.
At an altitude of 2,260 meters above sea level, there's the Shimbalak Ski Resort. It is unique in its geographical proximity to the city. The resort is located just 25 kilometers from the center. From Medeu, you can climb the most beautiful cable car. For a number of quality indicators, Šimberlak is not inferior to other world resorts. For the distance from the airport, it is in first place. For the average season duration, it comes second. And for the quality of snow, it comes fifth. In 2017, the winter season became a record for the busy mountain resorts in Almaty. The number of visitors at Šimberlak and Medeu reached 28,000 people a day. In many respects, this can be attributed to the fact that in the winter of 2017, the attention of all sports fans from around the world was riveted on Kazakhstan. The 28th World Student Games held in Almaty was recognized as the most visited in the history of any Winter Student Games.
Это город с тысячелетней историей, колыбель независимости, потому что именно здесь, в Алматы, мы объявили независимость нашей страны. Здесь началась новая эпоха Казахстана.
About 2,000 athletes from 57 countries took part in the competition. The 2017 Student Games were watched by more than 1 billion people in 80 countries. During the World Student Games, more than 100,000 Kazakhstanis came to the city. At the same time, over 30,000 guests from abroad visited Almaty. The Games seriously increased interest in the city's sports facilities. In the city's life, the role of mass sports has sharply increased. Thus, Almaty has consolidated the status of a regional center for winter sports. There are a lot of other attractions in and around Almaty. Every year, tens of thousands of people come to see the unusually beautiful Charin Canyon. Here is the Valley of Castles, which attracts the attention of the city residents and guests with its majesty. Another popular tourist destination is the Ilie Alatau National Park, famous for its mountain pearl, Big Almaty Lake. The lake is admired by tourists who visit it all year round. In just a few hours in the park, you can visit the steps, get to the alpine meadows, and climb glaciers. Another popular tourist route is the unique creation of nature, Lake Kaindu. Here is an amazing underwater forest, remaining in the icy water. It attracts divers and lovers of pristine nature from all over the world. The mountains of the Ilie Alatau have long been of interest to amateurs and professionals in the field of mountaineering. The most famous peak is Nur Sultan. Its height is more than 4,000 meters. The peak is perfectly visible from Almaty. Every year, participants of the Alpiniad of Mass Ascent climb here. Almaty enchants with its versatility. Its natural beauty is harmoniously combined with the possibilities offered by this huge city.
So I see more and more people coming from US, Canada, Sweden, Europe. So more and more interested in how Almaty is growing and how Almaty is developing. And actually, I'm coming here for things which I cannot find in US.
The city is comfortable for living. Hotels from 5-star world class to cozy ones suit every taste. Among the 137 hotels in the city, a special one is a symbol of Almaty, the 25-story Kazakhstan Hotel. Over 2,000 Almaty restaurants and cafes delight the gourmet with the quality of their service. There they can sample cuisine from more than 50 countries. There are more than 150 shopping centers in the city. Here you can buy such world-famous brands as Louis Vuitton and Christian Louboutin, furniture, gold jewelry, and other goods. One of about 30 large shopping and entertainment centers of Almaty is Esentai Mall. In this ultra-modern luxury shopping center, there are approximately 160 stores that sell local and foreign brands. The Almaty Sales Festival has become a tradition. It's held twice a year. During the festival, more than 100 Almaty shopping centers provide customers with discounts up to 80%, and 15 city hotels give discounts up to 40%.
Туризм – это окно возможностей для наших простых горожан. Универсиада, тысячелетие Алматы. По поручению президента, вы знаете, 55 стран мира получает безвизовый режим для нас. То есть сейчас в уникальном условии привлечь туристов. Впервые прошел фестиваль скидок Алматы Sales фестиваль. То есть многие богатые едут за рубеж, но многие из регионов приезжают в Алматы. Мы должны делать город привлекательным, чтобы все казахстанцы приезжали к нам, а не за рубеж.
Traditional Oriental bazaars attract with the abundance of goods and colors. Everything is sold here. Food, textiles, furniture. It's customary to bargain at the bazaar, and it's very difficult to leave without buying anything. If you're a connoisseur of national cuisine, Almaty will not disappoint you. In addition to national Kazakh cuisine, there are various dishes for every taste. At each corner you can find eateries and cafes where you can have a tasty and inexpensive snack, and wonderful restaurants with high-quality service and exquisite surroundings. And after a hearty, delicious meal, it is pleasant to walk in the shade of so many green trees. The streets of Almaty are decorated with numerous gardens, parks and squares. The city residents and guests are pleased to see 125 fountains. You can play golf on beautiful sites with a wonderful view of the snow-capped peaks of the Ele Alatau. This kind of sport in Kazakhstan appeared relatively recently, but has already gained popularity. In Almaty, there are 3 golf clubs with excellent greens. The city has a rich cultural life. Within the Almaty 2020 development program, international events, exhibitions and festivals are held. In 2016, Almaty celebrated its 1000th anniversary. The celebration was a worldwide event and entered the calendar of UNESCO's anniversary and memorable dates. Celebrations of the city's 1000th anniversary took place on October the 12th at the organization's headquarters in Paris. In Almaty, there are 26 museums with interesting and unique expositions. In the Uklus Museum of Folk Music Instruments, there are the instruments of famous musicians such as Abay, Birjan, Kurmangazi, Mahambet, and others. In the recently opened Almaty Museum, there are about 40,000 exhibits. The fascinating presentation of historical information is especially attractive to children. The museum uses the most modern multimedia exhibition technology. Every day, the 11 rooms are visited by many residents and guests of different ages. Here is an exposition called the Museum for Everybody. It was created for people with disabilities and was created during the implementation of the Ruhani Jangaru program of the head of state. Almaty has been participating in the implementation of the program since it was initiated by the President of the Republic of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, in 2017. The Ruhani Jangaru program modernizes the public creation of the Kazakhstani people, and it's directly connected with cultural development. In Almaty, there are 16 theaters, a variety of performances. Among them are plays, operas and ballets that will satisfy the demands of almost any spectator. In Kazakhstan, there are more than 160 nationalities. In a multicultural and cosmopolitan Almaty, representatives of more than 120 of them live in peace and harmony. The multicultural status of Almaty is emphasized by original national theaters, among which are Uyghur, Korean and German. For fans of modern entertainment, Almaty can offer a lot of options, including cinemas, bowling, billiards and other entertainment centers. The Almaty nightlife turns on 1,000 lights. There are bars and nightclubs. Music, dancing and laughter are everywhere. The city has all the conditions for fun and recreation. After all, Almaty is not only beautiful, but also safe. The streets are brightly lit. There are more than 74,000 CCTV cameras. Police officers are equipped with modern technical equipment. Every year, the significance of Almaty as an important educational and medical center of Central Asia is growing. Highly developed cardiosurgery, neurosurgery and obstetrics in Almaty are in demand among the inhabitants of the whole region. Every year, thousands of students from dozens of countries come to Almaty to get higher education that meets international standards. Medical tourism is developing. Modern equipment and the highest qualification of doctors attract patients from all regions of Kazakhstan and from abroad. Business tourism has become widespread. Forums and symposiums are regularly held in Almaty. Important deals and agreements are concluded. A favorable investment climate attracts business and business people who come to Almaty to implement their ideas. Almaty is a city of 1,000 opportunities. It takes only a few minutes to fall in love, once and forever. But if you want to benefit from its diversity in all its shades, then a whole century will not be enough.